All right, guys, welcome back to Big Rig Fix. Today we're going to be replacing a coolant bottle on an M2 Freightliner. And first things first, you can see it in the beginning when you see the coolant bottle. So we're going to drain the coolant. You don't have to drain it, you just have to drain enough to get it all out of the bottle. And now that's the air filter housing. And these bolts are usually 13 millimeters, or they could be Torx. I think they're like 35, T35s or T45. I can't remember. I think it's T30 or T30s. They could be a pain in the butt trying to get one in the back, but if it's a bolt head, it's not as bad. You don't have to move this bracket, but it's really hard to get to the bolt underneath here, so I just remove it. And on this job, I was doing something else. I was just not moving the coolant bottle. Yeah, guys, can you please like and subscribe my channel right there below, and I would really appreciate that, guys. Like. All right, guys. Now I'm removing the coolant sensor. There's a little. All Cummins plugs have this metal lock on them. I'll pull it off for you. Right now I'm taking the bottom hose off. My tool right there is a great tool to have. I pull it off at the bottom too. You don't have to, but I did because I was doing something else. I took it there off. You don't have to, but it's easier to get to that bolt underneath too, I've noticed. Taking the whole clamp on the top. I spray this with lube so they're easy to slide. So that's a good trick to know. There was some WD-40 and just so they slide. Move them off. This is a side bolt that's holding on to the air housing. It's right there on the top. I didn't get a very good video of it, but this is underneath the coolant bottle. There's only 3 bolts that hold it on, and this is the one on the outside by the tire. And this is the one underneath it. Sometimes these can be Torx too in the older versions, and sometimes these are the older M2s. This is different. The bolts are underneath that plate. There's 2 of them, and they're Torx. This one's 13 millimeter. This is a 13 millimeter. It's on against the firewall. It's a nut. Too, so make sure you get the washer out. Big flat washer. See the flat washer right there? Pull the coolant bottle out. And this is a breather. See that little hose right there? That's your breather, and there's a little clip. You got to pull that off. And there's that stud right there. It's pretty easy to take off. It can be kind of hard to maneuver out, but it's not one of the easier coolant bottles. There's that clip that ties in the back of that. And there's that bolt where the bolt goes. You see that plate you seen right there? That's where some of those bolts used to go in the older style. It used to mount underneath that plate. Right now I'm putting the breather back on. Breather hose. Put the washer back on. And when you try to take that coolant bottle, it can be a little hard to pry out because it just sticks to the back of it. Just be careful. You have to be that careful. It started leaking, so. Bolt on the left side of your screen, which is right underneath here. I'm sorry I didn't get a better angle of this. So now we're just putting the bolt back on. Tighten it up. Put the hoses back on, the little hoses. You guys please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Put some lube on it so they're easy to slide or take off. I'm going to put the hose back on, the bottom hose. Hooks to the, I think it hooks to the cooler, EGR cooler. Put the clamps back on. Good tool to have. I'll try to put that link in the description for that tool. I'm putting the hose on the clamp on the other side of that hose. Put the clip on, and push that plastic lock in. The red clip you see there just pushes in. If you want to release, you push it out. See what I'm doing? I'm gonna lock it in now. I use these angled vice grip, needle nose. As you see, I locked it in. Put this plate back on for the air that holds the air filter housing. Those are 13mm bolts. Tighten them up. There's that's where I put some little bit of a loop on it so I can get that air filter housing. And there's a hose clamp right there around that little intake that goes in, intake hose that goes into the turbo. Putting the mounting, 3 mounting bolts on. One on each side and one in the back by the coolant bottle. Sometimes these can be a little pain to get back in because just how it sits at an angle. Tighten it back all up. I'm adjusting the hose clamp. Alright guys, thanks for watching Big Rig Fix, how to replace a coolant bottle M2 Freightliner. Please like and subscribe. Bye, guys. Bye.